How to travel with medications on airlines in 2025. Airports love making rules. And when it comes to medications, those rules keep changing. What used to be simple, like tossing your pills into a travel case, could now get you pulled aside at security. In 2025, new airline and airport rules are catching travelers off guard. If you don't know them, you risk delays, confiscations, or even missing your flight. But here's the good news. Traveling with your medications doesn't have to be stressful. I'm going to break down exactly what you need to know, from simple mistakes that get passengers flagged to brand new rules most people haven't even heard about yet. So let's get into how to travel with medications on airlines in 2025. Number 1. Keep meds in original packaging. It might be tempting to toss a handful of pills into a Ziploc bag or a travel case to save space, but that's one of the fastest ways to get flagged at security. Officers aren't pharmacists. If they can't immediately see what your medication is, they'll stop you and start asking questions. In 2025, security staff are under stricter instructions to pull aside anything that looks suspicious or unmarked, and that can waste precious time before your flight. The fix is simple. Keep your medications in their original pharmacy packaging with the prescription label clearly showing your name and the drug details. Even over-the-counter tablets look more legitimate when they're in a blister pack or sealed box. The more official your meds look, the quicker you'll get waved through without drama. Number 2. Don't pack all in checked luggage. It's easy to think, I'll just throw everything in my suitcase and be done with it. But here's the problem. Bags get lost or delayed all the time. Imagine landing in another country only to find out your luggage didn't make it and all your essential medications are sitting in a warehouse on the other side of the world. That's not just inconvenient, it could be dangerous. Always keep at least a week's worth of your essential medications in your carry-on. This way, even if your checked bag disappears, you've got enough to cover you until your luggage turns up, or until you can refill at your destination. Think of it as travel insurance for your health. Number 3. Carry prescriptions and doctor's notes. In 2025, airport security and customs officers are doing more cross-checks than ever, especially for medications that fall into the controlled category. If you're carrying strong painkillers, ADHD meds, or anything that raises eyebrows, having the paperwork on hand can save you a world of hassle. A printed prescription or a simple doctor's note acts like your golden ticket. It proves the meds are yours, that they're legitimate, and that you need them. Without it, you could end up stuck in a side room explaining yourself while the clock ticks closer to boarding. Carrying those papers takes up no space, but it could save your entire trip. Number 4. Liquid medications. Know the rule exceptions. Most travelers know the 100 milliliter liquid rule, but here's the part many forget. Prescription liquids like insulin, liquid antibiotics, or cough syrups are exempt. That doesn't mean you can just toss them in your bag and hope for the best. In 2025, you're expected to declare them at security and keep them separate from your toiletries. Show the officer your medication right away, explain what it is, and you'll usually be waved through without a problem. Try to sneak it past in your shampoo bag, though, and you'll likely be pulled aside for extra screening. It's always faster to be up front than to waste time arguing later. Before we get into number 5, could you do me a quick favor? Go ahead and hit that like button. It's free, and it really helps the channel grow. And while you're at it, let me know in the comments. What's your favorite airport? I'd love to know. Number 5. Traveling with needles and syringes. Like insulin pens, EpiPens, or allergy shots, you're not alone. Thousands of travelers do it every day. But in 2025, airports expect you to handle them properly. That means keeping them in their original cases with a prescription or doctor's note handy and declaring them at security instead of hoping nobody notices. Most airlines are fine with syringes on board, but they'll want them stored safely in your personal bag, not tossed into a seat pocket. If you're upfront and prepared, you'll get through quickly. If you try to hide them, expect delays and questions you don't want before a long flight. Number 6. Refrigerated medications. Some medications, like insulin, need to stay cool. And for years, passengers would just hand them to the flight crew to pop into the galley fridge. But in 2025, airlines are tightening up. Many now refuse to store passenger medications for liability reasons. That means you need to bring your own solution. A small travel cooler, insulated pouch, or a reusable cooling pack like a Frio bag will keep your meds safe for the whole flight. Don't rely on crew assistance. They may have to say no. Planning ahead is the only way to guarantee your medication stays safe from takeoff to landing. Number 7. Pills abroad. What's legal at home may not be abroad. Here's where a lot of travelers get caught out. Medications that are perfectly normal at home, like certain ADHD pills, strong painkillers, or even simple sleep tablets, can be restricted or outright banned in other countries. In 2025, customs officers are stricter than ever about this, and they do random checks. Imagine stepping off the plane in Japan or the UAE, only to discover your prescription is on their restricted substances list. At best, the pills get taken away. At worst, you could face a fine or, in some places, a criminal charge. Before you travel, check your destination's official list of restricted medications. It only takes 5 minutes online, but it could save you from a nightmare start to your trip. Number 8. TSA and security know hidden pouch tricks. Think you're being clever by slipping your meds into a snack bag or makeup pouch? Not anymore. In 2025, airport scanners are sharper, and officers have been trained to spot common hiding spots. If your bag sets off suspicion, you'll be pulled aside, and that innocent little pouch could suddenly look like a smuggler's stash. The best way around this is full transparency. Use a small clear pouch or case just for your medications. It tells security right away, this traveler is organized and not hiding anything. You get through faster, and you avoid the awkward questions that come when officers think you're trying to be sneaky. Number 9. Smart tip. Separate daily doses. Juggling 6 prescription bottles at a checkpoint is a recipe for stress, and for dropped pills rolling across the floor while people stare. Instead, use a clearly labeled pill organizer with enough compartments for your trip. It keeps everything neat, and it makes it obvious you're taking medications the right way. Even smarter? Pack a backup supply of your daily doses in a second bag. That way, if one container gets lost or damaged, you're not stuck without your medication. It's one of those small planning steps that feels unnecessary until the day it saves your whole trip. Number 10. Declare early, save time. Here's the golden rule that can make or break your airport experience. Declare your medications before anyone asks. Tell the officer at security, show them your bag, and 9 times out of 10, they'll thank you for making their job easier and wave you through. But here's the part travelers don't like to hear. Even something that looks harmless can sometimes get you pulled aside for questioning. If an officer decides your medication looks suspicious, you may be taken into a private room and asked to prove it's legitimate. In that moment, it's up to you to show prescriptions, doctor's notes, and packaging that backs you up. Most passengers never get that far, but the risk is real. Being upfront from the start is the best way to avoid it. Number 11. Be ready for tech-enabled medication devices. In 2025, more travelers are using smart pill packs, electronic dispensers, or medication coolers that run on batteries. The problem? Security scanners flag them just like any other electronic device. If you don't explain what they are, you could end up with your bag pulled apart while officers try to figure it out. The fix is easy. Treat your medical devices the same way you would a laptop or power bank. Take them out of your bag at security, show them to the officer, and explain what they do. A 20-second conversation up front can save you a 20-minute search later. It's one of those small steps that makes a huge difference, especially as airports get stricter with electronics. I really hope this video helped you feel more prepared for your next flight, so you can travel with your medications confidently and without stress. If you found this useful, feel free to send it to a friend who might be flying soon. It could save them the same headaches. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.